Former president of Ukraine. Mr. President, thank you so much for joining us. In case you didn't just hear our introduction, CNN is hearing from a variety of sources that there are concerns about the slow progress, very limited progress of the Ukrainian counteroffensive. Why do you think it has been so slow?
First of all, you are absolutely right. Counteroffensive is not an easy job. And we definitely are successful when we are all together united and act together as a single mechanism in the different dimension at the same time. And I definitely think that Ukrainian counteroffensive is not consist only from the Ukrainian armed forces, which I'm proud that I created since year 2014. This is the complex measure against Russia. And this is not a Hollywood movie. And definitely, if anybody sitting in the movies hall and watching the Barbie or Oppenheimer with the popcorn and then want to see the Ukrainian counteroffensive, this is not the case. Because right now, here in Kiev, we have an air alert because of the possible Russian missile attack. Just yesterday, we have a missile attack in Pokrovsk, which were killed dozens of Ukrainian civilians and many dozens of Ukrainians were wounded. And with that situation, it's definitely we need enough weapons. We need a long-range missile. We need a jet fighter to protect the Ukrainian sky when Russian has air dominance, because no NATO tactics prescribe the offensive operation without air defense and without jet fighter. It also consists with an extremely powerful sanction against Russia. I call Western sanction for the counter-offensive sanction operation right now, because we need to cut Russian ability, Putin ability to finance the war. And I also want to remind you that this is the new type of the war. Never happened before. We have a total dominance of drones, UAV, radio electronic warfare system, and now I think that Ukrainian armed forces have a unique experience. And the last but not least, shoulder to shoulder, we fighting not only for Ukraine, we fighting for freedom in the world, for democracy in the world, and we are now protecting the Western world. And keep faith in Ukraine and our armed forces. And we proved that we now surprising the world, because I want to remind you, in the 24th of February last year, nobody believed that the armed forces which was created by by NATO standard can protect Kiev, can throw Russia away from the Kiev, Poltava, Sumy region. We have a very successful offensive operation in Kharkiv region, success in Kherson. But now, can you imagine that we have 32 kilometers of the minefield? 32 kilometers. And simply not existing the positive experience how we can go through these type of things. But we already has quite good progress. And please don't repeat Russian narrative that Russia is stopping Ukrainian armed forces and winning the war. And very important message. We extremely grateful to United States people, United States administration, President of United States, Congress, for the enormous support, because altogether we receive, since the beginning of the full-size operation, $66 billion from United States. And this is just a little bit compensating, because Russia spent 11 times more money than we, Ukrainians, when we were preparing the armed forces. And now, I have no doubt, the victory would be with us. Victory on the battlefield, victory on the sanction field, victory on the post-war rebuilding, and please keep increasing the pressure on Russia, pressure at every dimension, and this is the shortest way to our victory.